couple more questions on Washington, just non-playing things. Do you keep up with Jason Ryan and the fact that he's the new?
So he's behind the scenes, so not much is known unless like articles are published, or if he like does a straight up interview.
Okay. So you can't grade him.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, now the story about Snyder and cheerleaders and all this, what's the situation on that?
Oh, did you not? Oh man, it sucks that you're. I think that this would have actually been a good story for your YouTube channel because it actually has something to do with politics. So I saw on the news. I think it was either last Friday or 2 Fridays ago, and I actually confirmed it with like different NFL sources that they're actually like getting Congress involved. Oh, like I guess like for like some of the like former employees like wrote like I guess they weren't satisfied with the NFL because I think the NFL was trying to like turn a blind eye or something, but I guess like they weren't satisfied with that. So I think you write a letter, right, to Congress. You being a political should know this.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think like they wrote like a letter to Congress. So like Congress is, I think they're gonna look into it. They haven't said anything about it, but that's all I know is that like the like former employees were writing a letter to Congress letting them know, hey, the NFL is kind of letting this slip.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just Roger Goodell is the worst. Rob Manfred in baseball is the worst. Gary Bettman, probably not the worst, but every time he does an event, he gets booed. So I can understand why they're dissatisfied. I mean, they let Tom Brady skate free or run free, a bunch of other scandals and a whole bunch of crap. They just let it go. That's how leagues are. It's just these white guy CEOs that don't do jack. And there's racism, rampant racism. So I could understand why they went to Congress. Will Congress do anything? They'll probably hold a hearing, but I'm not sure. That's an interesting way to look at it. What would they do to the team? What would they? I don't know. Would the team have to pay a fine? Would they?
They probably would have to force the NFL to force Dan Snyder to sell.
Probably. Well, I mean, if Congress subpoenas Dan Snyder himself, he can't just evade. He's not Donald Trump, who just his staff evaded Congress because he just felt like it. Right? He's not that powerful. He's rich, sure, he's a billionaire, but he's also a regular, a civilian, right? He's a citizen. So, I mean, he could fly off in a private jet somewhere, but again, they could get him to show up. Now, you heard about the John Gruden story.
Yeah. That's basically what I was filling you in because that actually like links. So apparently like email, like it wasn't just those emails that John Gruden sent. It spilled over. It spilled over to John Gruden, then Bruce Allen, and then how I don't know if you know, but Bruce Allen used to be like the president of the Washington organization. So like it spilled over, and that's how like this whole entire Congress thing got started. Was that like, or is coming forward? Is that like Washington is basically Dan Snyder, not Washington football team, the organization, but Dan Snyder has basically somehow still gotten like in the middle of it. So that's why I'm saying like that's an update on that. That's why I'm like providing the update on that because I know that John Gruden, like it was weird. Like it was weird. I was like, what? Like this dude, like he's a happy-go-lucky guy. Like I liked his personality when he was like him as a coach. He sucks.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he just got like he was fortunate to win a Super Bowl ring, but like after that, after him winning that Super Bowl with the Buccaneers in 2002, I think it was, he sucked. Like he was not all that good. Like I liked his his personality when he was like an analyst on Monday Night Football. Because he was actually, he actually knew what he was talking about compared to what Monday Night Football has now.
Oh, God, don't even. Oh, my God. Like, this is why I stick to independent YouTubers because, oh, God, those guys on TV don't know what they're talking about. And it's just, they say, well, here's a play from Dak Prescott and he does this. See him come over here and the pass rush came over here. they don't sit and analyze like, well, maybe if you'd done this, that could be better. This, it's just like, it's just opinion. So predict for me, who do you think is going to go to Super Bowl? Everyone thinks the Cowboys. I'm a little iffy on that. Is there a team that stands out to you that's like, oh, hell yeah, they're going to, or is it more, I don't know.
Cardinals?
Cardinals, huh?
Cardinals or Rams?
You know, the Rams have really been rebuilding. They've really been.
They were they were technically a basically a quarterback away because Jared Goff is bad, but like Matthew Stafford, it just sucked that Matthew Stafford was with the Detroit Lions. But Matthew Stafford is actually a pretty good quarterback. I remember, like, I initially, like, at first I was like, no, I don't get him. He's old. He's not, you know, he's basically like just a stat stuffer. But boy, if he takes the Rams far into the playoffs, I think I'm gonna have to eat those. I'm like, yeah, I really should.
Yeah, I mean, and LA has been hoping for the Rams to win because the Lakers won. The Dodgers, of course, won last year.
If this wasn't a baseball podcast, I would have asked you, how do you feel about your Dodgers? They lost.
Oh, it's a sports podcast. You know, Oscar, if you keep it up, I have more to say about Washington. Don't push me, Oscar. I will make you talk more about it.
I'm in my dark spot.